How are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are studying at your home. So, in previous lectures, we have covered two chapters in your computer subject, and today we are going to start chapter 3, that is History of Computers. Means we are going to study about the past of computers. Like us, we humans also have a past. Just like that, everything that exists on this earth has a past, has a history. So today we are going to study about the history of computers. So let's start. Today I am going to show you few pictures related to this chapter, like abacus is there, Napier bones, Pascal's machine, computers in fifth generation and all. So let's start this chapter. Man has always been making tireless efforts to invent different machines to help him in his work. He has invented different calculating devices. The word calculation comes from Latin word calculus, means pebble. Pebble means tiny stone. Perhaps the earliest device for working out sums was the abacus. Okay, in this paragraph it wants to say that we are practicing, human are practicing to make our work easy in less time. Okay, we always develop such kind of machines which make our work easier, which makes our efforts less, and which do not take that much time. For example, in earlier days, women used to wash clothes with their hands. It takes a lot of time. So, washing machine were introduced so that you once put the clothes into the washing machine, you have to put the water and washing powder. Time it will automatically clean your clothes, and when you placed it in dryer, it will dry your clothes. Today's life, like our smartphones are an example of computer, our washing machine, fridge, making your efforts less, which is not wasting your time, which is doing your work. It will make our time less. We can wash our clothes in less time. Just like this, for calculations, calculator is there. We can take the help of pen and paper also, but it will take a lot of time. But with the help of calculator, we can do a lot of calculations in easy manner, and before time also. So in how we introduced to the computer of this generation, and how were the computers in previous generations, where does the human started making calculating device, from where and whom started this computer, who is the father of computer. We are going to study about this in this topic, in this chapter. First of all, abacus is there. I have a picture for you to show. Just see here. It's a toy like thing, and beads is there inside it. We call it abacus. Abacus was the first human made numerical calculator invented in China. Some calculations like addition and subtraction were performed by the abacus. We called it abacus. Just like there are small kids which used to play like a toy like this. So what is this? This is used for calculating purpose. in ancient China. Years ago, so many years ago, it was used in China, or the China has developed this abacus for calculations like subtraction and addition. For calculations with the help of the beads. See, there are a lot of beads given here. So with the help of these beads we can calculate the digits and subtract them also. Now let's move to Napier bones. What is this Napier bones? The person who developed it is Sir John Napier. Napier bones was developed by Sir John Napier in 1617. It is given in your books. And who was Sir John Napier? A mathematician from Scotland. He was a mathematician, and from where he was? He belongs to Scotland. A person from Scotland, and he was a mathematician, invented a new device which could multiply numbers. Now what is the use of that Napier bones? It could multiply numbers. Abacus was used for calculation like addition and subtraction, and Napier bones is used to multiply the numbers using a set of rods. You can easily see that though these lines are representing the rods of that device. It helped him to make complex calculations accurately. The multiplication was that much easy because of this device, that all the complex calculations done by these machines was accurate. These rods were made up of bones. See, the all lines which is seen here are made up of bones, so that is why it is known as Napier bones. This was developed by John Napier. He was from Scotland. He was a mathematician. He made this for multiplication of numbers. And what do he used in this device? He used set of rod, and that rod was made up of bones. That is why it is called Napier bones. Now let's move to Pascal's machine. I have a picture to show you of Pascal machine. See, this is Pascal's machine. Now look at your book. In 1642, a 19-year-old Frenchman, Blaise Pascal, made a calculating machine. Who made this? Blaise Pascal. It is clear from its machine name that Pascal has created this in 1642, and he was just 19-year-old at that time when he made this machine. Made a calculating machine using wheels, gears and dials. See, here are wheels, you can easily see that, gears and dials. See, on the upper side we can see the use in this machine for doing mathematical calculation. So keep in mind, abacus was used for addition, subtraction, Napier bones was used for multiplication, and this is used for mathematical calculation. So this is Blaise Pascal's machine, or Pascaline. We can call it Pascaline also. Now let's move to another topic, which is Babbage's analytical engine. Babbage's analytical engine. See, the very common thing about mostly machines and their inventor is that they all have named their machine over their names. Just like Lord Babbage's machine is Babbage's analytical machine or engine, Blaise Pascal's Pascaline or Pascal's machine, John Napier's Napier bones. That is very easy to learn. Okay, let's study about Babbage's analytical engine. First of all, I just want to make you clear one thing. Who was Babbage? In 1833, Lord Babbage of England, known as the father of computer science. See this picture clearly. You can also go to Google to study more about Lord Babbage. We can call him Lord Babbage, but his real name is Charles Babbage. What? Charles Babbage. He is father of computer science. That is why he is known as Lord Babbage. And when did he invented the analytical engine? In 1833. It was an engine. You can clearly see its picture. This is Babbage's analytical engine. This analytical engine used steam driven mechanical device. It included all of the main parts that any computer must have. So all the devices which were invented before this Babbage analytical engine were calculating device. They all were used for calculating, like addition, subtraction, multiplication and all. But the Babbage analytical engine was a complete computer. That is why Babbage is known as father of computer. This is the first mechanical device, and these were calculating device. It includes all of the main parts that any computer must have, like it has input devices, it has storage devices, a central processing unit and an output devices. But there is no input device, no storage device, no CPU and no output device in the devices that were developed before Babbage's analytical engine. So that was a complete computer. We can call the first computer is mechanical computer is Babbage's analytical engine. Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. A computer device that you use today is an outcome of development to the different generations of computing devices. Each generation of computer is characterized by major technological development that fundamentally change the way computers operate, resulting in increasingly smaller, cheaper, more powerful and more efficient than reliable devices. See, in today's life we are using the most advanced feature, voice recognition. We can talk, we can speak, and then that Google or the voice recognizer on Google accepts the data which we speak and write it into the text form, and then it used to search for that thing. So before this there were a lot of things developed but not that much advanced. In each and every generation we introduced a new thing. The size of our computers become smaller, they become faster, they become that much cheaper that everyone can afford them easily at their homes, just like our personal computers, desktop computers, laptops. Nowadays we can purchase them because they are smaller in size, they are portable, they are cheaper, not much costly. But before this generation there is a lot of generation, you can see in your books also, then that the computers were so large that they can occupy a room like space, or a half football ground like space. They were that much larger. We cannot afford them, not everyone can afford them. So they can be afforded by the army for their work, for the scientific research and all those things. So from tomorrow we are going to study about the generation of computers. From here our history of computers started. So from tomorrow we will study about first generation of computers. Okay, till then read this chapter. If you have any kind of doubt you can Google it, or you can ask me about the device given in your book, and just study about Charles Babbage. The another name of Charles Babbage is Lord Babbage, and what are the importance of these devices like abacus, Napier bones, Pascals. Why did their inventors develop them, and which kind of work they can do? So study all of them. We will study further from first generation computer. Till then, take care. Bye.